welcome back to our next lesson in my online music theory course. Today we're going to be continuing our work with minor scales, but rather than writing the scales today, the first thing we need to learn is how to find a key signature for a minor scale or vice versa. So we call that relative major and minor. And there's a very simple pattern that you'll find on page 92 in your book on finding those patterns. So let's take, if we have a major key and we're trying to find what the relative minor key is, so it's going to a minor. Let's say we had G major, and we want to find out what is the relative minor for the key of G major. Well, you need to go down 3 semitones. So you may need a keyboard. If you're a pianist already, you'll have that keyboard in your mind. But if I'm starting on G, going backwards 3 semitones takes me from G to F sharp is 1, F sharp to F natural is the second, F natural to E is the third semitone. So the relative minor of G major is E minor. Let's take another example. Let's say I'm in the key of F major, and I need to find the relative minor. I'm going to go back 3 semitones from F. So F to E is 1, E to E flat is 2, and E flat to D is 3 semitones backwards. So I landed on D, so I know that the relative minor of F major is D minor. But most often we have to do the reverse of that. Because when you're learning to write minor scales, or if you're writing a piece in the key of D minor, let's say, you need to know what key signature you use. Now, minor keys always use the key signature for their relative major. So this next chart is really vital. If I have a minor key and I want to know my key signature, I find its relative major, going from minor to major. So let's pick another key. I've been told to write an A minor scale, but I don't know what the key signature is. I have to put a key signature in. So instead of going down, I'm going to go up 3 semitones. So again, I'll start on my A, but I'm going to go to the right of the keyboard. So A to B flat is 1, B flat to B is second, and B to C is the third semitone. And I landed on C. So I'm going to use the key signature of C major when I write my A minor scales. And C major doesn't have any sharps or flats in it. It's all naturals, so A minor also will have no sharps or flats in it for the key signature. We'll do another one here. Let's say I'm in B flat minor. I need to find the relative major. So I start on my B flat and I'm moving up 3 semitones. B flat to B is 1, B to C is the second one, C to C sharp is the third one. But I'm not going to call it C sharp because I have to go 3 letters. So B, C, D is a D flat. So I'm going to use the key signature for D flat major when I'm writing a B flat minor scale, or if I'm writing a piece that they want in B flat minor. I'm just going to do one more example for this one. Let's say I've done that one. Let's say I'm in E minor and I need the relative major. So up 3 semitones, E to F, F to F sharp to G. That's my 3 semitones. I'm going to use the key signature of G major when I write the scale of E minor. So let's look at that. Let's erase this and actually write one out. So our staff lines, remember we have 5 lines in our staff, bar lines at the beginning and the end. And I'm going to use a key signature, but I'm going to do the scale that we've learned, the natural minor scale. So we're following the tones and the semitones in that one. So you'll need to go back 1 page to page 91 to find that pattern. So we found out that E minor scale uses the key signature of G major You may need to go back to your circle of fifths lesson to find out what the key signature for G major is. But today we'll just tell you there's an F sharp in it. So E minor scale with the key signature of its relative major, and then we start on the tonic, E. It's called E. E is the tonic note. And we go up a tone. Now, E to F I should extend that, is a tone, it is a semitone, but because we have the key signature of F sharp, that raised it already and it becomes a full tone. So here we need our semitone. F sharp to G is a semitone. We need a tone from G to A, another tone from A to B, but now we have a semitone we're looking for. B to C is a semitone. We don't need to do anything to the C because it is a semitone. And then we need another tone, C to D, and one more tone, D to E. So we've just written our natural minor scale in the key of E minor with the relative major key signature, which is G major. Might be a little complex to start at first, but this concept of finding the relative major is vital before we go on to writing the harmonic and the melodic minor scales. Thanks very much.